guys, so we're going to do the leg update video that we've been promising for a little bit. So I have Derek here and he's going to talk about what infectious disease said about his leg.
So, so far they're still treating it for the myonecrosis is what they're thinking that it is. Not 100%, but that's their best educated guess to this point. My new doctor for infectious disease, I really like her. For my last appointment with her, she was extremely thorough and really wanted to make sure I wasn't bouncing on and off again from the antibiotics, because that seems to be when it flares up. Even when it's starting to feel better, it may not be gone. So her best educated guess right now is that that's what's been causing the problem, is even though at times the leg's been feeling better, whatever's going on inside is not actually gone all the way. And so then when they've taken me off antibiotics before, it just flares back up because it's still there. She wants to make sure before I get off antibiotics that it's 100% gone to hopefully not have another flare up again. I have an MRI on the 8th to continue to monitor to make sure that the swelling inside and the gases inside and whatnot are reducing. I continue to have better range of motion and strength in my leg. It still gets very tight. I can only bend it so far before it just starts to get sore and hurt, and just kind of it's not a good position to be in. But it's continuing to improve. Hopefully I continue to not have any reactions with the antibiotics. They're going to keep monitoring blood work to make sure of that, because obviously it's not healthy to be on antibiotics for long periods of time as well. But because I'm not having any negative reactions to it, it's not too bad. And with all the antibiotics and different medications with the cancers and stuff I've been taking, I luckily haven't gotten sick. I think a chunk of that is because of all the stuff that I'm taking. It's hard for anything to stick right now, so it's kind of hard for me to remember sometimes to not do certain things and just keep, trying to be consistent and stay healthy and keep going. So
And not use chainsaws.
Yeah, I still can't use a chainsaw. I got told that at my last doctor appointment from my hematologist. I wanted to start doing more yard work, helping out more outside. I got told I could use hedge clippers. I know I could have pleaded my case that a hedge clipper could injure my foot and cause an infection as well, but then she probably would have told me I couldn't use hedge clippers either. So I just said, okay. So that's about where we're at right now. I have more appointments next week, just standard, doing labs, at least once or twice a month, meeting with hematology, oncology teams. They still monitor my leg, even though infectious disease is the main group that's dealing with it. They still monitor basically my entire health pattern, besides just the cancer. So,
And when's the next lumbar?
Next lumbar will be during my next cycle, which starts the 1st of September. Just in time for a date night, so that's great. I'll have the bag on, so that'll be wonderful. But again, the medicine's doing its job. So, and then during my cycles of those 28 days, I'm supposed to have 2 lumbars during that time. I'm so done with them. I'm supposed to have, I think, at least 5 more. They're not fun. I'm ready to be done with the lumbars. Hopefully I don't have to have another bone marrow. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, because that will be probably towards the end of all of the cycles, when we're kind of seeing what the next steps are going to be, if they're going to put me on a maintenance program with lower dose chemo in a pill form for an elongated period. It's likely, just because it's kind of like a standard thing that usually most people with leukemia do, is once they get to a certain point, they get put on a maintenance program with some type of light dose leukemia, just to kind of consistently keep things in check. So,
and the treatments are still expected through the first part of November
Mhm.
at this point.
Yep.
So that's our update. We're super grateful for everybody around us. Super blessed to have the circle that we have and the family and friends that we have. So
And I'm extremely lucky and grateful to have this one over here. She's
it's extremely crazy.
she's gone through a lot. I don't think people, unless put in the actual position, understand what a caretaker goes through when they're dealing with a situation like I was dealing with. And she stuck by me and has continued to just awe me with her determination and her love and compassion for myself and our family. So she's amazing.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
See ya.